subscribers and friends. I am so excited to see you again, and welcome if this is the first time you're joining me. My name is Odessa. I'm the Mystic Intuitive Healer, and I deliver messages to you that will help you to awaken, heal, align, and grow. So today's reading is going to be about your main character energy. I am going to be describing you through the eyes of your friends, your family, your co-workers, even spirit, so that you have a really good idea about what makes you stand out, what makes you special, why are you the main character of your life. So I have 3 piles for you guys to select from. Pile number 1 is partnered with one of the last flowers of my summer garden, as well as strawberry calcite, which is known to help clear the heart chakra. Then pile number 2 is partnered with this, I want to call this a cattail. I don't even think that's what it's called, but that's what it looks like to me. Doesn't it look so fuzzy? And it's also partnered with this acorn and a piece of carnelian, which is used to clear the sacral chakra. And then pile number 3 is partnered with this little sprig of ivy and green aventurine, which is also used for the heart chakra. So I'm going to give you guys a close-up of the items and the cards in just a second, and I'll see you at your pile. Hi, pile number 1, welcome back. So you picked the flower and the strawberry calcite. Now let's find out what your main character energy is. So you have moonflower, light in the darkness, surviving hardships. Empty chair, someone is leaving your life. Forgiveness. Polar bear, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. Earth guide, your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. Flowers, happiness. Influence with Mercury and the number 7. Planning and action, that's card number 2. Albert Einstein. Gazelle. Octopus. And Hera, alliance, card number 21. All right. So pile number 1, you have some serious leadership energy. Very, very, very powerful, center stage kind of main character energy. Hera is a premier goddess. She's married to Zeus. So this is some real center stage kind of main character energy. Hera was not only beautiful and intelligent, but really understood the need to collaborate and form alliances with the right people. I get the sense that over the course of your life, you're really going to be learning how to stand in your power and discern between high vibrational and low vibrational energy as it's being emitted from other people, and really have a sense of compassion for those people, but also an innate drive to align with the people that are not only going to help you move forward, but also love themselves unconditionally so that they can love you unconditionally. I definitely get the sense that you have experienced some darkness in your life. You've survived some really harsh conditions. And it may have been situations in your past where people rejected you when you were being authentic. They may have rejected you potentially when you were at your lowest. And you had to learn how to survive on your own, basically. I get the sense that for some of you, there may have been even a situation where you had to sort of raise yourself. You had to become an adult really early on, or you may have even had to parent your parents, and that made you sort of prematurely too adult and potentially left a little bit of like a wound in you, but it was through that isolation that you really started to pinpoint what you were passionate about, and you may have started to discover and uncover certain abilities and talents. I definitely feel like you have strong ability to communicate a message. So that might just be the fact that you are very articulate and you're able to express yourself in ways that people really understand you, like Albert Einstein, being able to explain a really complex idea in simplified terms. You may just be a natural problem solver too, though. No matter what's thrown at you, you're able to instantaneously see your way through the problem and really internally, like with the power of your mind, figure out what you need to do to move forward in the most effective way. Like, you don't have to test drive every single solution. You're able to like instantaneously know what the right steps forward are, like the octopus. You are able to multitask, and I think you're able to adapt really easily to varying circumstances. And that is building up character for you, as well as such a unique identity that you are going to be such a breath of fresh air to other people when they meet you. I get the sense that part of your character arc, where you really, sort of come into your own, it will be a phoenix rising kind of moment. I get the sense that you have spent some of your life trying to adapt to the expectations of others. That could have been parents, it could be friends, it could be just society. Like, you're trying to like fit into a particular beauty standard, or like there's certain expectations around you that you're trying to reach. And there's a certain level of competition I feel like is going on in your life. It could be that you feel like you have to compete against other people to get ahead, compete for success, compete for love. But it might also be something that others are projecting onto you. Like, they assume that because you're really intelligent, which is, obvious with the Einstein and the octopus, you're extremely intelligent. They might think that because you're so smart, and I also get the sense that you're very attractive with Hera here, that they think that you are likely going to be judgmental or stuck up. But I don't get that sense at all. I get the sense that if that's ever come out of you, it's because of trauma. It's been because other people judged you. It's like a defense mechanism. And like, obviously, if you only experience relationships with other people where you are having people take from you, you would assume that the whole world is like that. I can definitely relate to that. There was definitely times in my life where I felt like, are there any people in the whole world that like mean what they say and are heart-centered and see beyond the physical? And you might have experienced that a lot. Very like narrow-minded, selfish people, but you're gonna get to a place where all of a sudden you shake all of that off. And I think that it comes from a place of like isolation. There might be a moment, like a tower moment or something, where you end up on your own, but it gives you a chance to really reflect internally. And then you're able to get insight into where you want to plant your flag, basically. Like, who do you want to be? What do you want to look like? What is your message? What do you want to spend every day doing? And I think it liberates you. I get this sense that you start to take active steps towards your goals, like the planning and action. You know exactly what you want to do, and you make a decision to just be the person that you want to be. It's not just a fake it till you make it. It's like, I know that I'm going to be a success, or I know that I have something invaluable to share with the world. And it's just a matter of timing, right? I'm just waiting for the universe to open up that doorway because I understand everything is in divine timing. And you're going to adapt and change yourself to be ready at exactly the right moment, like the octopus. An octopus is not only like amazing because they are able to get out of a tight squeeze and they can like basically like they're escape artists, they can get out of any jam, but they can literally transmutate themselves. They can adjust the color, the pattern, and the texture of their skin to camouflage in any environment so that when prey comes along, the prey doesn't even see that they're there and they're able to take action like that. You're like that. You're going to be able to adapt so that you are exactly where you need to be at exactly the right moment. And I feel like you know this. Like, I think that you know that you have something like big that's going to happen for you. And I think that you have this inner glow. Like, there's an energy inside you that magnetizes people to you. But I think in the past, there's been a lot of people that were really intimidated by that, and they wanted to either throw you off your pedestal, right? They wanted to throw you off your throne. But I don't think that you necessarily saw that light inside yourself. And you might have like really started to think like, maybe I'm dumb or I'm mean and like there's something deeply damaged, or maybe I'm just not attractive. And then all of a sudden it's like, you know what? If any of those things are true, then what do I have to lose? If I'm already at rock bottom, what do I have to lose? I might as well just go for what I actually want. I might as well wear the clothes I want. I might as well say the things that I want. I might as well just like create the art that I want and just go for it. Because, you know, if I'm already at bottom, there's nowhere else to go. And that is like Phoenix rising. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that do not see this coming from you. They don't have any clue that you are going to really upstage them. But from a genuine place, it's going to be that like moment of true acceptance of self that breaks everything, every door open for you. Because you, I think, have such an ability to receive messages from spirit, like clear cognizance, just clear knowing. You just get things and it's like rapid fire. These ideas come through to you. And I think it's always been that way. And some ideas you were afraid to take action on because maybe they went against the social norms. Other ideas you did start to take action on, but you were a little insecure or intimidated by, you know, other people. And so you might have wanted to like collaborate with others, and maybe they either told you that the ideas weren't good when they were, or they stole your idea and ran with it. And they may have even gotten some, you know, positive praise or feedback, you know, some success based on your ideas. And that like really made you feel bitter and made you even more distrustful of other people and sort of like withdraw. But I think you're getting to a point now where you are gonna step out and really just seek your own happiness and be as raw as possible. Like really show yourself. Like there's Adam and Eve here. You're gonna just like shake off the shame, like, and just show your nakedness. And that's when there's like a rapid alignment and some shift and change in your crown chakra where I think you're going to get more ideas than you know what to do with. And I think that there's going to be a point in time where you actually have to expand and start to bring others into the fold. Like, I think you're going to run with a lot of these ideas because you definitely have the ability to multitask, right? The octopus is indicating that. And I think you know how to avoid pitfalls like the gazelle. If you've ever seen a gazelle try and outrun or actually outrun a cheetah, it's pretty amazing because the cheetah is the fastest land mammal, right? But they are short distance runners. So all the gazelle has to do is run long enough that the cheetah loses speed and stamina. So they will, run in strange patterns, or they will run it as a group. Their strength is in numbers, and their strength is in maneuvering. And that's where your strength is. I think that you're going to be able to read in other people's energy, whether you can trust them or whether you can't. And you're going to know who you are and be so okay with being on your own that you are willing to wait for the right connections. And once you do that long enough, that will send out a strong enough energetic vibration, a manifestation to the universe, that they will no longer be testing you, because you'll have proved to the energies around you, your guides, your higher self, your ancestors, source in general, that you won't settle for anything less. You won't fall for the traps anymore. The snakes aren't going to be able to get through to you. That you will no longer be faced with that. Not that they aren't around you, but you're going to be brought into alignment with a lot more people that really, really, really love you, really value you. And I've been waiting for you, because I feel like you are the leader. You're the guide they've been waiting for, to sort of help them out of this rut or out of the darkness. And it's like you are the channel. You get the ideas, and then you sort of like spread the seeds. You like share them with others, basically. You're not fearful that it's going to be your last idea ever. And this might be actually a business that you decide to run. Like, it might be a situation where you're running some sort of collective of like artists, or have some sort of hub or some sort of community where you're sharing your knowledge and expertise with others. And it could be for financial gain. Like, you might have like some sort of like program that you're teaching and you're getting paid for that, coaching or something. Or it might be something that's more collaborative, where you're coming together and each person that comes into your team is bringing something different to the table, and you're sort of managing all of it. And as you're doing that, you're sharing ideas, you're getting all these downloads, and you're like, hey, I really think you might want to try this, or you might want to try that. You're perfecting your communication skills for sure. And that also might have been difficult for you in the past, because sometimes when you have a strong light and you have a strong power behind your voice, if you're not able to articulate things in a way that's very sensitive to other people's insecurities, they can be very triggered by what you're saying. And I think you're going to get to a place where you really understand a little bit more about how you can communicate those ideas, so people receive that with love. And I don't think that means that you're going to be changing everything about your message. I think that there'll still be those that are triggered by you no matter what, because those that are being triggered by you are likely the ones that are still trying to deny their own power and light. They're still trying to play by the other rules. And the other rules are like, oh, if you look this way and you wear those clothes and you buy these things and you say these things, then you're going to be respected. But I think or you will know, that that's a trap. That's all marketing. That's all designed to help the 1% have more power and wealth, right? And the only way to break out of that is to just be raw and naked and authentic. And you're going to go through a multitude of different transformations where you shed your skin and you step into this role. But when that final transformation happens and you rise up from the ashes and your breakthrough moment comes, literally all these haters that really I think that some of them literally walked away from you when you were at your lowest and truly did not think that you would ever be able to rise above. And they took things from you and they thought, whatever, they're nobody. No one's ever going to remember them. They are going to be freaking shocked. And I also think that that's when karma is going to come in. You're going to see them fall where you are rising. And it's all because they didn't have a pure heart. It's all because they they thought they could just be horrible to people and they would continue to be rewarded. You know, they thought that believing in themselves and thinking positive thoughts was the only thing that they needed to do to gain success and gain support. And of course, positive affirmations and positive thinking and believing in yourself will definitely get you some of the way there. But we live in a universe of duality. So equal action to reaction. If you're horrible to people and you really think that they are worth nothing, then you're going to have to experience that at some point, right? It is much better to just be an open vessel, lead with love. You can have boundaries and, you know, you don't have to say yes to everything. But say yes to yourself. Say yes to your own ideas. Say yes to your own authenticity, because you're here for a specific, perfect reason where you are adding a particular light, a particular vibration to this world that no one else can bring. And once you do that, if you haven't already started to do this, then you start to see the unique, beautiful vibrational code in everyone else. And it's like, oh, I love it. Okay, how do we get all of these beautiful melodies to start, all of these different notes to start blending together to create music? And that's where you're the conductor. You're the freaking conductor. Oh my God. And I feel like you are going to come out like this glorious, like it really feels like a phoenix moment. Like I keep thinking of like moments where, you know, people like hit the red carpet and you've got like, you know, the beautiful designer dresses, and then someone comes out with something really avant-garde and it's like, whoa, you know, like it is iconic moments. Like I think of like Cher, when she would come out and she would hit a runway and she'd be wearing something wild Bob Mackie dress, like feathers and like sparkle head to toe. At the time that she was doing that, that was unheard of. Totally different than anything else anyone else was wearing. Now it's like people are, you know, celebrities are like doing everything they can to try and get their hands on those looks, her looks, you know, and then there's plenty of other people that are doing that as well. Oh my God. And Diana Ross did that too. Like, damn, that girl, like seriously, this is the kind of energy you have, like diva energy. And you're going to step into that and you're going to be like, I'm just going to show myself for the beautiful bird of paradise that I am. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so now I want to get an idea of how your lovers see your main character energy. So this could be like current lovers. This could be exes, but let's see. How do pile number one's lovers see their main character energy? Let's, whoa, yes, Empress energy. What did I say? You're a diva. You have that like complete authority, completely in control. I know who I am. I created all of this. That's that energy, you know, like, oh, that's mine. That I did that. Oh, this, I did this. You know, like you created everything. You created your look, you created your voice, you created your own energy signature. You are the embodiment of creation. And if you have had experiences in the past where people have taken from you, or if they've tried to like copy you and you felt threatened by that, don't worry. This is that energy where it's like they can try and, you know, imitate you, but it's never gonna duplicate you. It will never look right on them. They'll try it out and they'll try something else out and it won't work. It just won't work. Once you're in your true energy and it's completely authentic, no one will, they can try it. It'll never take away from you. And then you've got the Seven of Swords. So you've got some exes that really tried to steal your light from you, really tried to get you to not recognize how powerful you are, how sensual and gorgeous you are, how freaking like literally main character. You are. And they did it because they were afraid that they would lose you. They were afraid that you would recognize what a weak person they were, is what's coming forward. And they're not. That's what's so sad about it. It's like, if they could just recognize that same strength inside themselves, like, it might have worked. And I think that you get that. But they are going to be so jealous. Honestly, this is the kind of energy, like, where, you know, yeah, I'm sure we've all known those people, or, you know, you see them on social media where it's like they talk about some famous person or some successful person that they once were friends with or they once dated, and they have so much bitterness, and they will try and steal some of that person's fame or light, or, you know, try and insert themselves into that person's success. Well, if it wasn't for me, you know, at the beginning dating them, that they would never be there. That's the kind of thing that your exes are going to be doing. But of course, all of it is you. You're the Empress. You created all of it. My gosh. Okay, so let's find out what your friends think of your main character energy. Ooh, yes. Okay, so your friends, I think there's friends of yours that have seen this in you all the way along. I think that you've got some friends, like, for as many of you will have had friends that, like, tried to take from you, were competitive with you, didn't like you to succeed or be honest with, you know, be authentic is what I want to say. But I think that some of you have some friends that really saw you, even if it's just one person, really saw you and knew that you had that special spark inside you. You've got the Knight of Swords and the Magician. They always saw you as someone who was extremely driven, that also followed through with what they were saying. Like, you communicate, and although at the time they might have seen, like, some of that little bit of an edge that I was talking about before, where maybe you expressed yourself in a way that was a little too deep, they also knew that you were coming from a good place, and they could see that you were going to manifest beautiful things. And I feel like these friends, even if, like I said, even if it was just one person, they really value you, and they see you having an amazing influence on them. Like, there was they wanted to be part of your life. They love you and respect you. That is beautiful. So let's find out what your family thinks of your main character energy. What does pile number one's family think of their main character energy? Ooh, okay. So, first card, lots chance. Then you got aura, observation, and black cat, good luck. So your family definitely, oh my God, the aura, they see your light. They see the illumination. They know that you have that special secret sauce, that something that you just can't put your finger on. And, like, some people just have it. And not every celebrity or every successful person has it. But there are those people that it's like 1 in a million, where they just have that extra something that you just know that you, and in some cases, it might be a situation where you meet someone and it's just like, wow, you know, I really feel like that something happened there. Like, I met this person and I'm like, I feel changed. They feel changed. Your family could see that. They felt different around you. They also feel like not only do you have the energy to make something happen for yourself because you'll take the risk that you need to, you'll take a chance, but you're extremely lucky as well. You know, not everyone could do what you do, is the energy that they have, you know, the thoughts that they have around you. You are able to make things happen for yourself. It's like opening up doorways, pushing past obstacles, really being determined. Black cat, good luck. It's like you are older or wiser than you seem. Like, because I associate black cats with reincarnation. I also associate them with magic, which I associate with deep wisdom, right? Like you just seem to know how to do things. You're likely an old soul. You know, you know things because you've done it a lot before. So now let's find out what your guides think of your main character energy. Okay. What do... Oh, okay. You got 3 cards here. First is the Violet Flame. Beautiful. Then you have... Oh, you got 4 cards. You got Loving Compassion. Yes. You got High Heart Chakra, Ecstatic Bliss, and Internal Explorer. Wow. Okay. So the Violet Flame, you definitely have insight into things. You are not only able to see beyond the veil, right? You might not recognize it because I do think it's clear cognizance and it's coming through to you as clear knowing. So you just know how to do things, or you have ideas about things that work out. You don't know how you have these insights. It's just who you are. You just have a very active crown and third eye chakra, and you've had a lot of past life experience, in my opinion. And you allow spirit to guide you, and you allow your guides to guide you forward. And that is the key, really is the key to success. Your guides feel like it's your loving compassion, right? You got loving compassion and high heart chakra that is the key to this illumination. It's your love that's creating this vibration, this light that emanates from you. You're a naturally loving person. And because of that, you are going to receive so much love. You've done a lot of internal exploration, really confronting the deep, dark sides of yourself with such bravery, and your guides are so proud of you. So proud of you. You've gone through such amazing, like, metamorphosis, such an amazing metamorphosis over the course of your life. I get the sense that it's been more than one, but it is truly this ability to surrender to not only what your guides are telling you, but to who you truly are, like your soul's truth. Like, what is your heart telling you that is the core of this power, this strength that makes you the embodiment of this Hera main character energy. Oh my God, I am so impressed by you guys. I want to, like, I wish I could read this energy, like, for the next hour. This is incredible. I want to know you guys. Oh, I love my collective so much. You guys are so amazing. If the reading resonated for you, I would love to know about it in the comments, or if you like the reading, you could like the video. That would be amazing. If any of you guys are interested in working with me one-on-one, you can go to my website, odessimal.com. All of my services and booking information are available there. I do tarot card readings, spiritual coaching, Reiki, channeled messages from your spirit guides, and I also do past life readings. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Take care. Hi, pile number 2, welcome back. So you picked the acorn, the carnelian, and the cattail. So let's find out what your main character energy is. You have inspiration with the number 12, Pisces and Mercury on that first card, followed by answers, the crow, firecracker, excitement, Roadrunner, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Joyous Fun, that's card number 7, followed by the Owl, Queen Victoria, vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. The Shark. Oh, Hugh Hefner. Bird of Paradise, Magnificence, and Better Perspective. And Hecate, the in-between, card number 20. Wow. All right. So, first of all, pile number 2. I definitely feel like there is a strong contrast in your energy. Hecate is a Greek goddess. She is connected to the crossroads, the in-between, being able to see between the, past the veil. And she's also connected to magic. And you have some serious magical energy coming forward. Like with Hecate, and then you've got the crow, and then you've also got the owl. These are the two probably the most magical birds that could have come out. I mean, the associations that they have with other famous magical deities and witches are vast. And the number 20 as well really is striking me because it feels like it's that polarity as well, like the contrast. I mean, even the white owl, and then you've got the black crow. Owls are a symbol of wisdom, and then crows are considered a messenger or an omen. The owl was associated with the goddess Athena, the warrior, and then the crow is not only associated with Hecate, also associated with the Morgan, as well as associated with Odin, the Allfather, Norse mythology. He was the only masculine who was able to use the runes to divine and see into the future. So there's divine feminine and divine masculine energy coming out here as well. So you're a very, very powerful person, and you have this duality within you. You likely have the beautiful nurturing qualities that are often associated with the divine feminine. That could be a tendency to nurture and mother, right? With Queen Victoria. Strong leadership is coming out here, but her primary focus and love outside of her duties as queen was to her family. She was devoted to Albert, her husband, and they had a really large family. She was a devoted wife and mother. And then you've got Hugh Hefner, who is the epitome of the masculine playboy, you know, with conquest and having multiple love affairs. So there's this like energy of raw sexuality, but then also extreme monogamy, partnership, and nurturing that's coming out. Like you have both sides of you. And I feel like you can show one side or another to the people that you're around, depending on what their vision is, depending on how they are seeing themselves and they're seeing the world, and also how they're reacting to you. I think that you're a person who, throughout the course of your life, are going to come to deep truths and gain wisdom and answers. I think you're going to be doing that by experience. You're likely someone who's going to experience a lot of darkness, but also a lot of happiness and joy and light. And through that experience, being able to like see the shadow energy and the light energy, you're going to be able to figure out how to find that balance. And in that balance, you're going to really be able to shine. You're going to come forward as this bird of paradise, very unique and different. I think it's also going to help you to really step into your power and your magic to be able to manifest the things that you want, which is what the vision card is talking about. But to be able to get there, I think you're going to have to really be able to see people and situations for what they truly are. You're gonna have to really be honest with yourself about where the low vibrational threatening energy is coming from, where the sharks in the water are coming from, and you're gonna have to stop your own bleeding. If you've had experiences where you've had multiple attacks is the energy I'm getting. This might be like literally, you know, people are in your face fighting with you. This might be energy attacks. This might be a situation where you are an empath and energetically people are drawing on you, or you have pronounced psychic and magical skills, and so you're picking up on energies around you and they're drawing on you. This could be like low vibrational energy, spiritual energies, earthbound spirits, that kind of stuff that's around you that is drawing on you. And you're gonna not only stop the bleeding, but you're gonna be able to tap into your own inner shark. You're gonna become the top predator. You're at the top of the food chain. And I think that there's going to be times when you really, you know, go there. You know, you use this as a skill to be able to get ahead in life. But there's going to have to be an evolution of self-mastery to be able to do that, to really be able to understand when to pull out each energy. Is that going to benefit you to go full out top predator, you know, shark, or is it going to benefit you to be the wise observer, the owl, looking at things from every possible angle, all the different perspectives? You know, like where is the energy coming from that you're facing, and what within you is going to lead you to the very best outcome. And ultimately, the outcome I think that you want is to be able to be accepted and truthful with both aspects of yourself. Being strong and dominant, and also being like soft, compassionate, and nurturing. I think that you may have had you may have a little bit of a temper, and there might be things that that really trigger you, that elicited an immediate reaction. And in the past, that might have been really, really difficult for you. It might have been a source of great pain, because it was like bringing forward like what you perceive to be your worst qualities. But I think that you're going to realize, if you haven't already, that that is like such a beautiful aspect of who you are, like to be able to like get angry, you know, to be able to harness that power like a volcano. But how are you going to then control that energy to then project it? It's almost like you're a member of the X-Men. And you are going to go through a metamorphosis where, you know, Professor X helps you to harness your skill. In the beginning, everyone that goes to the academy like is completely out of control. They're like, you know, they're like melting down buildings, and they're like, you know, harming people. And it's not because they want to, it's because they don't know how to control their skill. And you're going to get to a place where you understand how to control this fiery energy and then use it in a really, really controlled way. And it's going to help you to become this powerful leader, and it's going to magnetize other people to you. Some of them are going to be people that really want to be part of your community, part of your family. And a lot of them are going to want to be romantic partners with you. Like, you're going to have your pick of the litter. And I think that naturally, I think people have always been drawn to you, but in terms of romantic relationships, you may have had hard times in the past because people are drawn to you because I think you have this sort of witchy quality to you. I mean, the energy I get is, yeah, real witchy woman, this like otherworldly siren type energy where people are drawn to you. You're mysterious, a little dark, and they want to know more. But then when they get in deeper and you start to reveal the layers and you like pull back those layers of onion, they're like, hold up, I can't handle it. It's like you're too much power. And then all of a sudden they want to backpedal, or they point the finger at you and like they sort of demonize you. And that might have been a great source of pain for you. But on the flip side of that, I think you're so in tune with your inner child as well. Like you're in tune with your inner darkness, and then you're also in tune with your inner child, and you have a great sense of humor, and you have this great sense of fun and excitement. And I think everything around you feels more magical, feels more fun. You have like sort of this like impish, sort of mischievous fairy type energy. And I think that you might like to play with that a little bit. There might have been times in your life where you like really leaned into being sort of like dangerous or a little intimidating. Like you might have enjoyed that to a certain degree. Like it might be a situation where like you literally are into the whole witchy aesthetic, and you like dress very like gothic, and you might actually practice magic, and you just like completely lean into that. And to a certain degree, your interest in the occult is super intimidating to some, and then to others, it is extremely alluring. Because also the contrast between Queen Victoria and Hugh Hefner is, one, very puritanical, like not very open sexually with Queen Victoria, whereas obviously Hugh Hefner is the exact opposite of that. But it's weird because Queen Victoria was super into the mysticism and occult. The occult scientists and the spiritual movement boomed during the Victorian period. So there is this like strong contrast. You're inspiring people though. You are strongly inspiring people, maybe to step into their own magic. This feels to me like The Craft or like Practical Magic. You know, it's like you're the Nicole Kidman character in Practical Magic. That is you. There is this like whimsical nature to you where you are in tune with your inner child. It's like dancing under the moonlight, no shoes on, like let's craft some wild magic, you know, at 2 a.m. and like let's like break out a bottle of wine and like just get silly. You're so Nicole Kidman in Practical Magic. That is totally the energy I'm getting. But on the flip side of that, you have this sort of Dumbledore energy to you as well, where you're like super wise and have all of this wisdom. It might be that is your story arc, where you transmutate from this sort of like, there was a certain level of like carelessness with Nicole Kidman. If you haven't seen the movie, I would check it out because I think you would definitely identify with her character. But she is a free spirit, wildflower, going with the wind, doesn't want to have any restraints, doesn't want to be told what to do, and leaves home and goes where the wind takes her. But the wind takes her to some darkness, and then she has to sort of like overcome that storm and pick up the pieces with the assistance of others though. Like I get the energy that there are other people that will come into your life, and it's through that collaboration or communion is what I want to say. Like there's some sort of like literally like a sacrament to each other. It's like you're crafting magic together, or you're creating a business together, or you're creating a community together, or you're like it's like, I honestly, it feels like a coven coming together. And it's like blood sisters. It's like blood brothers kind of energy, and you come together and you support each other, and then you like support everyone's wildness and weirdness, and like it feels to me very much like you transmutate and transform into becoming Dumbledore. And then you have all of these other magical beings around you. And they're all the other staff members at Hogwarts. I know this is going out there, but I just have to like go with what is coming to me. I feel like you're a very magical person. I feel like you're very spiritual. I feel like you have a lot of gifts. I definitely think you see beyond the veil. If you're not crafting magic actively, like you're not literally doing spells, it's like you have such vision and you have such an ability to be able to feel the energy around you and know what your limitations are and enthusiastically go after it, that you are crafting magic, but you're not using any of the tools. You're just using your energy and your mind. And it's like, it's magnetizing people to you, and like they're inspired by you and they're drawn to you. And at the same time, they're like afraid of you, but that sort of turns them on even more. I love it. Oh my God. You and I would get along very, 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 very well. And you just like seem like so much fun, you know, like very experimental, very experimental. It's like you are that main character energy where you're the like alternative character. You come in, it's like, in a way, it's like, I don't know if you guys saw the reading I did where it was like based around Twilight, or whether you know Twilight, but it's kind of like when the Cullens walk into the high school, Edward Cullen comes in, and it's like, they're like mysterious and dangerous and gorgeous, and everyone's magnetized to them. You have that kind of energy. You really do, and you're going to amplify this. As you step into your own power, you start to embrace both aspects of yourself, the darkness, and you start to reframe that as strengths, because like I said, it's all a matter of harnessing the power. You're the X-Men. You're going to take whatever your strength is and really focus yourself on learning your craft, really learning what you're doing. And then that is bringing in other people to you, collaborations that I feel are going to amplify all of your strengths. It's not going to just be you on your own, but it's like you're all unique and different. It's like they're all the other members of the X-Men. Wow. Okay, that is so cool. So let's get some more cards. Now I want to know what your lovers think of your main character energy. So this will be like either people you're dating now or people from the past. What do pile number 2's lovers think of their main character energy? Oh my God. Let's see. Oh my God. That's so wild. Okay. So first of all, this is the kind of energy I would expect, honestly. So you've got the 7 of Swords, then the 8 of Swords, and then we have the Sun. You are dangerous and exciting and like an earthquake. You are literally like adrenaline, walking adrenaline. You light people up. There is something, you test people, you push people's buttons, you challenge them, and there are some that just will like literally skyrocket in your presence. You will bring out everything that's amazing about them. And then there'll be those that do not want to face what you're bringing to the table. They are in complete denial of their own strengths, and they will try and turn the tables on you, either manipulate you, or they will paint the picture that you're the manipulator and you are, you know, evil or something in some way. But it's all a matter of perspective, right? What you are doing is, I'm not going to shy away from the darkness. When you're around someone and they want your assistance or guidance or help, you are one of those people that's like, fine, I will totally help you, but you have to be willing to go there. You have to be willing to really be raw, to really look at yourself, you know, like to really, if you want to harness your own power, you have to be willing to admit that there is the threat of you losing control. Once you acknowledge that that is in you, then you can put a leash on it and really like, you know, really be in control. It's like pretending that there is only angels and there's no flip side to that. There's reasons for both of it. All that energy exists. And it's like you understand that energy within you. And there's some people that just do not get that. They can't handle it. They, you know, they would rather get out of the kitchen than deal with that kind of fire. You know, and that's their loss. They're going to see you skyrocket. Like, there is going to be a moment where it's like you are totally illuminated and in alignment and so full of joy, and they're still going to be trapped and just dissatisfied with their lives and just feeling really like trapped. And eventually they'll awaken, but I don't think that they're ever going to get over you. You feel like this energy, like almost like in their eyes, you're the villain, but you're like the sexy villain that there's so much comic book imagery coming forward to me. It's like, you're Harlequin, you're Poison Ivy, you know, like in their eyes, they're like, she's the villain, but oh my God, I want her, I want her, I want her, I want her. It's like, because you can't be tamed, you can't be controlled, because you know your own strength. You know your own power. Oh my God. Okay, so let's find out what your friends think of your main character energy. Yes. Oh my God. Like I was saying, your friends think that you are like the greatest thing that ever happened to them. Like the star. You are like divinely, you're literally like their soul family. Like they feel like you were guided into their lives. Like they can't believe how amazing you are. Like you're a wish come true. You're a miracle. 10 of Cups. Like you help them to feel so good about themselves. So full of joy and happiness. Like you bring out the best in them. Like you highlight the things that they don't see that are amazing in them. And it's like you can literally like celebrate each other, because like they see you for the amazing superhero you are too. It's like, it's not a battle between, like, you know, there's no battle between your strengths and your power. Like you're equally incredible. And it's like you just join forces and you're like this insane superhero group. That's the energy. Maybe you're in a band or something. Like maybe you like have a collective that you guys get together and you do artwork together. Like this could easily be like a collective of different illustrators all getting together and creating something together, like an amazing tarot card deck. Hint, hint. Like this feels very like inspirational, very forward thinking too with the star. And the 7 of Pentacles, like you inspire them to work hard. You inspire them to invest in themselves, invest in their own skills and strength. And like, they're just so grateful. It feels to me like you gave them an answer or helped them to get out of a rut, like when they were stuck. Whoa, I love that for you. Okay, so now let's find out what your family thinks of your main character energy. What does pile number 2's family think? Oh, I feel like this one has come out too. Okay, psychometry, sensitivity, followed by direction, footprints. Oh, Ouija board, caution. Oh my God, what did I say? Geomancy, patience. Okay, like I was saying, your family, I think, have been like on the fence. You know, I think that they really have, they have seen your inner strength. Once again, this is feeling very, very witchy. And I think that your honesty and truth, like you probably can read people like that. You probably didn't even know when you were younger that you were literally highlighting things to people that were like their deepest fears. And I've said this before, but I feel like a lot of you, like in my collective, really have experienced a lot of rejection and possibly being ostracized for your brutal honesty. It's like, you might be neurodivergent like myself, and your way of experiencing the world and the way you connect with people is different, right? And I myself don't understand why people like try and hide who they are, because the more you grow your gifts and the more sensitive you are, the harder it is for anyone to hide anything from you. So what's the point? Let's just all be who we really are, right? You know, let your freak flag fly. Who gives an F? Like, all of this is an illusion. We're infinite beings. You're only playing a role right now anyways. So make it the best freaking storyline you possibly can. Have the most fun, have the most connection, be as truthful and honest as you possibly can. Go there. You get that. And like, obviously, like, not everyone can handle that kind of brutal honesty. And your family may have felt very like sensitive to what you were saying. They may have also felt like you were very sensitive. Like you were like reactionary to things that they don't think that you should have reacted to. But you're a highly sensitive person, and I think that they might not have understood you know, the vision that you had, and may have actually tried to make you feel bad about the sensitivities you had, because in reality they don't have the same capacity for feeling or that kind of capacity for empathy. And you may have been partnered with a family that needed your guidance, right? It definitely feels to me like I would describe you as a shadow worker, where you help guide people out of the shadows, but like with joy and optimism, and you help them to realize that it's not scary. Like the shadows don't have to be scary. It's all an illusion. You know, like you really get that with the footprints. You're showing them the direction forward. And I think that to begin with, your family really felt like they were being patient with you. And I think at the pinnacle of your character arc, when you really step into your power, they're going to realize that you are actually the one being patient with them. That's really, really powerful. I think that you are gonna, there will be things about their experience in life that will be illuminated to them because they have their own epiphanies on a spiritual level that will align things for them. There's the pyramids of Giza here in the background. You're going to align them with like truth is the energy I'm getting. Wow, that's so powerful. Okay, so let's find out what your spirit guides think of your main character energy. Ooh. What do you guys think of pile number 2's main character energy? Wow, that was a lot of cards. Okay, 1 second. Oh my God. This is crazy. Oh my God, this is so wild. Okay, so you got heart chakra, unfurling back to love. Then you got air, paradigm shift, Mount Shasta, and loving compassion. Yes, you are so compassionate, so loving. You lead with your heart. You know who you are because you leaned into what your heart was telling you to do. And it's like, I think you may have had sort of like this nagging sensation inside you, like, this is what I need to do. Like, always, like, being compelled to, like, speak the truth. It was like, no matter what, like, you wanted to, like, oh my God, this is, this is me. This message is being channeled to me, but this is also me. Feeling like you need to shut your mouth and not say anything. And you can't. It's like it physically feels painful to not speak the truth and not say what you need to say. It's that real, like advocate for social justice kind of energy, like you're a warrior and you need to say what you need to say. And it's like overwhelming downloads is the energy I'm getting with this air paradigm shift, like, and the Mount Shasta, like you're literally getting such intense downloads from your guides, your angels, star ancestor energy could be coming through. Like it's like light codes coming through to you that you literally can't help yourself, because that's part of why you're here. But every time you reveal things to possibly ex-lovers or family members, it would be this like gut punch because they didn't want to hear it. But there's going to be a shift, a paradigm shift, where all of a sudden these people start to like see you for the visionary you are. And everything starts to change. Like you are walking between the worlds. You're literally like jumping timelines. Like you are able to see things that the average person, I wanted to say, we can't see. And I can see a lot. So you must be, you know, very advanced. So you must be like potentially filling in the blanks is what they're saying to me. So you might be partnering with other people. You might be working in a spiritual field or connected to spiritual energies, and you're partnering with other friends that are doing the same thing. And it's like the group of you are coming in to be like the 4 directions, the 4 elements. This is definitely coven energy. Yeah, this is like you're looking for your 4th. That is the energy. This is very the craft. Oh my God. You guys are amazing. This is incredible. I want to watch this movie. Like, if they made a movie of your life, I would be the first in line for a ticket. Wow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was such a pleasure. I would love to know what your thoughts are in the comments. Or you could like it if you don't have anything that you want to share in the comments, although I love chatting with you guys. And if any of you guys are interested in working with me one-on-one, you can go to my website, odessamal.com. All of my services and booking information are available there. I do spiritual coaching, tarot card readings, channeling with your spirit guides, past life readings, and Reiki. So thank you so much. This was such a pleasure. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next reading. Take care. Hi, pile number 3, welcome back. So you picked the Ivy and the Green Adventurine, and these cards are gonna let me know what your main character energy is. So to start off with, you've got Candle. You'll be shown the way. Mermaid Tresses, emotional clarity, well-being, family, friends, and guides. That's card number 6. Kiwi, do a walking meditation each day for the next week. Mahatma Gandhi, where you find life, there is love. Submission with Pisces, Venus, and the number 12. Magnificence, you are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. Hawk, Otter, and Demeter, Nurture, and it's card number 11. Oh, wow. Okay, so pile number 3, you have some very, very powerful light worker energy, 100%. You come in and you bring healing and balance and nurturing and love. Demeter is a goddess not only connected to the harvest, but also to motherhood. She's also directly connected to the cycles of nature, because in Greek mythology, her daughter Persephone was stolen by Hades and taken to the underworld, and Demeter had to negotiate with Hades so that she would be able to spend half of the year with Persephone, and the other half of the year Persephone would be in the underworld with Hades. And so that's why we have that contrast according to the myth. That's why we have the contrast between summer and winter. When Persephone is gone, Demeter is so distraught that she plunges the world into darkness. And I feel like you really have experienced that kind of contrast, that kind of darkness. There's definitely some energy that you liberated yourself from. The submission card has a bird that is about to escape from the cage. And I feel like Mahatma Gandhi is also representing this kind of energy, being able to liberate yourself from the pressure that's coming from an outside force, the control of the establishment. And it feels to me like you're literally being guided by spirit. It feels to me like you have a divine mission, is what I want to say, and that you are going to go through a massive transformation in your life, a spiritual awakening, a very intense spiritual awakening. Now, I want to preface that by saying that I believe that every single person goes through many different moments of metamorphosis, many different transformations and awakenings. But I do believe that there are those on the planet that have a awakening that is part of their life's purpose, that transcends just their own storyline, and it's part of a greater storyline. Those that go out and literally do spiritual work, that are potentially doing psychic work or doing, mediumship and doing spiritual work and things that would fall under the mystical and the occult. But there are also those that are doing light work, and they are humanitarians, and they are going out and they are literally fighting against unjust laws, or they are working as nurses and paramedics, or they are running their own animal sanctuary, and they are planting communal gardens, and they're growing food for those that don't have access to fresh produce. Like, this feels to me like your main character arc is going from a place where you were trapped, you were enslaved or encaged in some way, and all of a sudden spirit steps in and you are healed and awakened, and you can see things from a higher perspective, and you're brought out of the darkness into the light to not only have everything grow for yourself, but also to illuminate the way for others, to help guide them forward. And I feel like you're not just guiding, your friends and family, but you're doing it on a much larger scale. I feel like you are uncovering truths. It's like you are truly being raw and honest about what it takes to go through this kind of transformation, to really be in tune with spirit, to really surrender. And your raw honesty is helping others to be able to do that as well. It's like, and it's such a, there feels like such a purity. This feels like such an angelic energy. There's an element here of being like casting off all worldly possessions and like fully like just embracing spirit and like not caring about labels or names or wealth or anything. It's like that energy of like running out into the woods and building your own cabin. But it simultaneously, it's that energy, and then it's also this amazing abundance and this harvest. It's the energy of, I don't need any of this, and because I don't need it, the universe is just going to pour it into me, because I'm not defining myself by what I look like or what other people think of me or all like the trappings of the material world. It's like you're seeing things from a higher perspective. Your true, you know, heart's desire is to be as authentic as you possibly can be and to find love wherever you go. You know, to create community. Like when I see this otter card, like, I don't know if you guys have ever looked up mom otters when they are with their babies. Oh my God, they lie in the water. They sleep in the water. And like the videos that I have seen, like the moms are like cuddling their little babies and like they'll wake up and like just, you know, just make sure that they're just right, or like you can just imagine the thoughts going through the mom otter. It's like, are you okay? Are you warm? Are you cozy? And it's like they just cuddle them and kiss them, and it's like the sweetest, most loving energy. And I feel like that's what you exude, that you give that nurturing and comfort to literally everyone that you possibly can. And it's like you are not only healing people's wounds, like I truly feel like you are liberating people with your love and compassion, but it's like you're teaching them how to walk by faith, not by sight, is what I keep being told, which I literally feel like crying. Like, oh my God. Like there's just so much divine feminine energy. This is like Mother Mary. Like if you work with deity energies, I would definitely feel like Mother Mary is strongly with you. Kuan Yin, strongly with you. Like this is like, it's like you're a mother to many. That's what I want to say. And you're highly connected to the moon energy, very connected to water energy, very connected to your guides, like, and your ancestors. Like I strongly feel like you honor your ancestors. Like you are literally, your life is a moving prayer. You are mindful and cognizant of all the blessings that are coming through to you. And if you're not there yet, this is where you're going. This is your main character arc, where you go from a place of entrapment, where nothing is going my way. I can't get out of this. People are controlling me. They're telling me what I need to do. I can't find peace. Why are people so hateful to each other? Why can't I be my authentic self? To opening up those gates for yourself, liberating yourself from the cage, and literally like just walking out. It's like, it feels like this, like this woman on the water. It's like this Jesus walking on water kind of energy. It's like you believe so wholeheartedly that the world can be a more beautiful place, and that we can all find our purpose, and that we can all embrace love, and that all of our wounds can be healed, that it is. And it's like instantaneous for people. Like I could easily see you being very effective healers. If you wanted to do Reiki healing or any other form of healing, you would be so effective. It's like your faith is so unshakable. It's like you could literally walk on water, you know, because your faith is so firm that your belief would defy the limitations of the three-dimensional world. This is so powerful. I feel so honored to read for you. It's like you are literally coming to a place where it's going to be complete alignment and complete balance, but like exuding so much love. Wow, this is so powerful. So now I'd like to know how your how your lovers are seeing your main character energy. This could be ex-lovers, this could be current lovers, but I'd really like to know how your lovers are viewing your main character energy, pile number 3. Like, yeah, you literally like, this is Demeter over again. You have this powerful feminine nurturing energy where you can literally, it's like you walk through like the desert and all of a sudden like springs of water burst forth and flowers are emerging. Like, you're planting seeds in people's minds. You are healing them just by being around you. You're healing them with your own tenderness, and you're healing them with your vulnerability. It's like you're so raw and honest. And I think that honestly, there's been people that have taken advantage of you in the past as a result of that. You know, you were so truthful, you were so raw, you were so loving. They really like pulled the wool over your eyes and really hurt you. But it's like, it never dulled your light. Like, it never changed you. You were never corrupted by that. You know, you just kept, you know, moving forward. Like, you must be a very advanced being. Like, you must be, like, I feel like you're an old soul, and you likely are nearing the end of your cycles here on Earth. Like, I feel like you're older than me, and I'm an old soul. Like, this feels older, more mature. Yeah, the Empress, like, you're literally creating beauty wherever you go. You got the Six of Cups. Like, you have found that balance, and you have been perfecting this balance and bringing harmony and abundance to others through multiple lifetimes, over and over and over again. Page of Coins, like, you bring ideas to people. You inspire them to think about their own life and what they're creating, and in a different way. You know, like, this particular individual has all of these mushrooms growing out of him, like the spores have spread from you, and they're like growing all over these people that you've been around. Like, you are growing things that will help them to sustain life later on, like nourishment that's literally coming out of nowhere. The Six of Swords. You've helped your exes to release pain, to release baggage, to be able to release their own self-limiting beliefs so that they could move towards a place of beauty, like emerging as the swan. They no longer see themselves as the ugly ducklings. I definitely feel like you've dated a lot of people that are younger than you. I mean, not necessarily like their chronological age, but like on a soul level, they're younger than you. But I think that you're still so advanced, like, you don't see it. Like, you don't see them as younger than you. Like, you may have even blamed yourself. Like, you didn't give enough. You didn't do enough. And you did. Like, these people see you as so abundant and beautiful. And so, like, the thing is, I don't even get the energy that they're, like, jealous of you. Like, they literally think the world of you. And they think that you literally deserve everything that you're going to get. Like, they may have felt sad to see you go. But they knew that that day would come, is the energy I'm getting. Like, they knew that you were, like, beyond them. Like, I don't even want to say that you were out of their league, because I don't, that feels like so low vibrational to say that. It's like they knew that they couldn't give you what you deserved. You know, it wasn't that you thought you were better than them. Like, they know that you truly would have spent the rest of your life making them insanely happy, but they knew that there was something better, bigger, greater, grander that was coming for you. And if you're single right now, or you've been struggling in relationships, or you like have a hole in your heart because of the loss of someone that you loved, I want you to know that, like, more beauty is coming to you. The universe never takes anything away from you only to give you something worse. Like, there's so much beauty and abundance that is coming to you. Like, you're naturally, like, literally a cornucopia, you know, like this never ending vessel of nourishment and like taste sensations and sensuality. Like, that is you. You know, like, you'll be able to, like, the energy is that you need to be with a divine counterpart. Like, that's where you need to be. Yeah, I'm gonna get one more card on that, actually. Because I feel like for some of you, like, you felt sort of hopeless in love. Like, what's coming for them? What's coming for pile number 3 in love? Oh. Oh my God. Yeah, okay, so there's like a major awakening that's coming for you. Like I was saying, like, that you're the only pile that I did this little like look into the future for, but like you have experienced a lot of loss in terms of love. The 5 of Cups, you've been feeling like, is love ever going to come to me? Is it ever going to be my turn? Like, why are these things always happening? You know, why is there always a death? Why is there always an ending to these relationships when I pour so much into them? And the reason is that you are helping souls that need guidance. The Page of Swords and the King of Coins. Like, you are this abundant, you know, vessel pouring so much love and energy and wisdom. All about, you know, guidance on how to create more in the physical world. And you're sharing that with people that don't have that clarity of thought. They don't have that direction. They don't know how to communicate it. And you're helping them to have strong boundaries and to be able to stand tall, the 7 of Wands. And you're liberating them, like Judgment. You're like literally helping to resurrect them. And as a reward for this, you are working towards the 9 of Pentacles, which is going to be complete luxury and abundance for you. Like, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. If you haven't if you haven't met or found the right person yet, they're on their way. Okay, so let's get some more. I want to know what your friends think of your main character energy. What does... Okay, so your friends, oh my God, who are you, pile number 3? You have to tell me. Whoever picked pile number 3 in the comments, you gotta put a number 3. Just put a number 3 in the comments if you don't want to share anything. But like, my God, you people are like wildly impressing me. So, okay, you got 8 of Wands. So your friends think that you like help them get on track so fast. You make changes in their lives. You help them to have epiphanies. You help them to like find that drive inside themselves so that they can like move forward with their own dreams and desires. You show them unconditional love. The Ace of Cups. You're pouring love into them. You're helping them to find spirit too. Like, I can't deny the fact that this really feels like the sacrament, right? There's the dove and then the sun here, but it looks like a wafer being dipped into the wine. It's like you're literally, you know, creating these moments for them just through interacting with them, how you speak to them, how you know, like the energy you admit to them that literally feels like it's a like spiritual moment. Like it's a blessing. It's a blessing just to be around you. You help them to see things from a different perspective. The Hangman, you help them to understand that sometimes they just have to surrender. That sometimes the most painful experiences in their lives are helping them to have the most profound growth. You know, this card, I've said this before, but this card is inspired by the story of Odin, the Allfather from Norse mythology, who sacrificed himself on the tree of life. He hung himself and he literally tore out one of his own eyes so that he would be able to have the gift of foresight, so that he would be able to see. You know, to gain something, we have to sacrifice something. And sacrificing something in the material to gain something in the spiritual is worth it. And you help people to understand that, you know? And I feel like you understand that you're an infinite being and you live forever and you never die. And, you know, this is just one avatar. This is just one experience. And that, you know, there are no true endings because one ending is leading into a new beginning. I'd love to hang out with you guys. Like that, they love you. They love you. So now I'd like to know what your family thinks of your main character energy. Oh my God, you got tea leaves foresight. What did I just say? I was just talking about Odin. And like, you definitely see the truth. You know, I feel like you have a very important role. Like you see the light inside someone. You see who they truly are, their higher self. You see all the pit stops along their journey to enlightenment. And you highlight to them who they truly are. Like, who are they going to be at the end of their journey? And there may have been people on your path that didn't want to, you know, accept that truth. It was like the beauty that you were showing them was so sweet that it almost like it was like uncomfortable for them. You know, like they wanted to believe you, but they had such inner hatred and loathing that it was like they rejected it. They almost felt like you were being cruel. You know, like telling somebody that they're absolutely beautiful when they feel really ugly can feel like a betrayal, like you're lying to them. But the truth is that they are beautiful. They just don't see it. And you have like these people around you that are literally like, you're changing their whole perspective on things. And it's like your family were the first people to really experience that, you know, like they could see that you could see what was to come before anyone else could, right? I think you've had this gift your whole life. Like, I really think that you probably are psychic. You probably literally see what's happening in the future. Flowers, fickle. You really understand that the material is, you know, so delicate and so sensitive, and it's here for us to enjoy it in the moment, but it is transient. It is fickle. It is not rooted in who we truly are. And like, you have that Mahatma Gandhi energy, like just cast off everything in the physical world. Like, don't be defined by that. But you also have the Demeter and Empress energy where it's like, and you're going to be stepping into that Nine of Pentacles energy. Like, I don't think that you, excuse me. I don't think that you step away or reject the beauty of the world. You just don't need it to feel abundant. You're abundant because you have an abundant mindset, not because you own a bunch of stuff. That is so powerful. And your family knows that. They know that. They really feel like you're true of heart and a rare flower. It's like, and they might even have been protective of you, like you're so sensitive, like they want to shield you, they want to protect you. And you might have had to fight against that to liberate yourself from your family so that they would allow you to fall because you knew that like you would learn the most from the pain. Wow. Okay. So now, how do your spirit guides see your main character energy? Oh my God. Okay, so you got Mount Shasta, which is so crazy because this card came out in one of the other piles. There has been some cards that have repeated throughout the piles, which I've found really, really interesting because I literally take each individual card and separate them in the deck when I put them back. But you are getting downloads. You're getting light codes. You got, oh my God. You got our ancient future. You are a really, really old soul. You have wisdom. You might feel like connected to earlier time periods. You may even feel really connected to like the energy of the concept of star seeds or ancient energies like Lemuria and Atlantis. Like strong, that Atlantis energy is strongly coming forward because of all the water energy. But you have all of this divine wisdom from the past that you're bringing forward into the future. You're sharing insights, and it feels like like you speak to their heart. It's like you literally speak to their heart, and I feel like it's not necessarily in what you're saying all the time. It's like the fact that you hold space for what they're saying. It's like something about you holding an embrace for them. It's like your energy is supporting them. That is so beautiful. This sound is a universe. Yes, you know all, you hear all, you see all. Like this is tapping into the Akashic records, having infinite wisdom. Like part of this main character story arc is going through that moment where you have that breakthrough and you really understand why it's all happening the way it is, right? Because you would have gone into this life in complete, darkness as well, right? Like you would have been blinded to all of your gifts and all of the wisdom you had, and you had to fight your way back to a place of awareness. And that's part of where that arc is going to take place, where you have that, that breakthrough moment. Like if your life was a movie, there'll be that moment where it's like awareness, like you just understand it all, and it just takes away all of the pain, and it makes sense. And it's like I really think you're going to do some amazing humanitarian work. And you got manifestia. Yes, you understand how to manifest, like pure manifestation. Not like, there's plenty of ways to manifest. There's plenty of ways to manifest, but there are ways to manifest where it brings beauty to not just each individual, but the collective. It's like you are doing collective magic and collective manifestations and collective growth and beauty. And it like is literally illuminating like beauty in everyone around you. Like I just keep seeing a woman walking through a field, and it's like brown, like burnt grass. And with every step, it's like all of these plants and all of these flowers are like growing from her footsteps. Wow. Oh my God. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I really am blown away by this energy. This reading like didn't go like this, as well as the other piles. Didn't go anything like what I thought it would be. Like you guys literally blow my mind. I am so impressed with you. I would love to know how this resonates for you. If you want to let me know, like I said, put the 3 if you want to just let me know that this was the pile that you picked. Or you could like the reading. That would be a huge help if you enjoyed it, of course. Like, I hope you subscribe. Like, I'm kind of blown away. I feel like sort of lightheaded, like, honestly. But yeah, I hope you subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to see you in the next reading. And if any of you guys are interested in working with me one-on-one, I would love that. And my guides keep telling me to, like, point out that, yeah, you did pick the ivy, like, constantly growing, constantly, like, seeking, stretching out towards the light. Oh, that's so amazing. Okay, yeah, so if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can go to my website, odessamall.com. I do spiritual coaching, tarot card readings, I channel messages from your spirit guides, I do Reiki, and I do past life readings. So yeah, once again, this was amazing, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next reading. Take care.